Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance. If you're returning, welcome back. It is the day after Halloween. I hope you all are good and were safe and had a good time on Halloween. I stayed in and played just Fallout 76 and was a good boy. I didn't go out and get into any trouble, so I'm great. I had a good time. Today we're back to work. So we're back. Let's see here. Today we're checking out a video by Sloan. Okay, so the video reason why I chose this video was because it kind of piqued my interest. Do you guys remember the heyday of Netflix? Do you remember the good times of Netflix when Orange and the New Black was on? That was that time period when we all loved YouTube and everyone's like, yeah, YouTube, and the phenomenon of binge watching was like new, and it was in the honeymoon period. Remember that? Well, that's dead and gone now. But anyway, during that time period, Orange is the New Black was a hit show, which it was a fantastic show. I think almost all the good seasons. I didn't think I bought the last 2 seasons, but I have like the first few seasons on DVD. Fantastic show. Fantastic. The first few seasons were, oh my god. I think the first 3 seasons were my like favorite. But the character Puskatani Pete or whatever her name was. Anyway, Taryn Manning is the actress who played the Holy Roller chick. Anyway, Taryn Manning, God bless her. To me, this is no shade. I swear to God, this is no shade. But she just, when I look at her, I don't see an actress. I see the stereotypical trailer park girl that I grew up to. In these parts, I've seen it. I've hung out with these girls. I've seen it with all my own little two, eyeballs. She's just, to me, if you put her in a role as a white trash trailer park girl, she'd be perfect casting for it. Like I said, no tea, no shade, but she just does to me. I'm not saying trailer park girls and other thing. They all don't look like her, but she just fits that role of if I was a casting director. Let's just say that. Anyway, apparently needs help. It says Taryn Manning needs help. Bizarre and offensive social media posts. Wow, by Sloan. I have no idea what this girl's been going through. I'm sure there's a lot of it with mental health. We'll find out soon enough. So, are you ready for this? So, I'll leave Sloan's information down below so you can check out their channel and check out their archive videos on that channel. And if you like this reaction, please like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. We're working on 5,000 subscribers right now, and we well appreciate it. A lot of you are watching but not subscribing and liking and commenting. Please engage. If you like to support this channel a little bit more, you can do super thanks, or you can also join the channel. And if you don't want, YouTube takes a little bit of either of those, but I also put my Cash App and my Venmo down below. That way I'll get that a little bit more immediate with the super thanks, and I don't know what I'll get paid, probably whenever they pay me next. So it takes a little bit of a while if you want to help a hoe out like me. Buy me a cup of coffee. And what else? If you're interested in other social medias, I'm on Twitter, and I'm also on Instagram. Instagram is a great way to know when I'm posting videos. I put my thumbnail up on Instagram first, so you'll know which channel I'm posting for the day, either it's on my main channel, LanceB Reacting, or on my secondary channel, LanceB Gaming. I do have a gaming channel. It's basically Fallout 76 type of material if you're interested in that. Just good old wholesome Fallout type of stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up now and let's get into what's going on with Taryn Manning. And here we go.
Hey, Oscar, call me when you get this. You guys are let me know. All right.
Oh, bitch.
What was that, Dylan Mulvaney?
Bruh.
Girl, the shade of it all.
The man that I've been messing with is a married man, and every night I was licking his because he liked it.
Girl.
I've already been like humiliated, and you humiliated somebody that I actually really loved and cared for. My friend Danny going to prison for 30 years. Yeah, he made a mistake. When I was 8 years old, I was jumped by 10 black girls. They beat the living daylights out of me. You're free! You're free!
Okay, wait, but hold on. Wait. The first thing right off the jump off was I was messing with the mayorman and I was licking his butthole. Is that what I just heard there, Taryn? Is that what I just heard? That's what we're posting now on okay. Girl, okay. This is already started off on one. Okay. We're already 29 seconds into it. Okay.
Taryn Manning is an actress in a desperate situation. She's constantly posting cryptic videos on social media.
Cryptic? Licking a married man's butthole is cryptic? Okay, let's go with that. All right.
Taryn is strung out on some substances and fighting with everyone.
Meth?
In her life.
Allegedly.
She's also embarrassing herself by sharing dirty and personal stories. This is a public breakdown and nobody is doing anything about it. So let's get into it. Taryn Manning is an actress you guys may recognize from the show Orange is the New Black, or maybe the movie Crossroads featuring Britney Spears. We've never spoken about Taryn before on this channel, but lately she's been posting some bizarre stuff on social media, and I'm worried about her. I mean, she posted a video talking about licking a married man's behind and claims that his wife wants a restraining order. In this clip, she decided to pull her car over to record that she was so rooted and didn't want to cause crashes before detailing her experience. She said that every night for about 3 nights she was doing this to this man and that he liked it and she didn't mind because that's what demons do. She claimed that she and this unnamed man drove all the way to Newport Beach so that she could buy him a boat because she was so in love with him.
Okay. Let's pause that. Let's pause that. Let's pause that. Okay. Taryn. Save your money. Taryn, save your money. Going out here buying boats for a married man you look at buttholes with? Save your money. You're going to need it for therapists. They're very expensive. Therapists are very expensive. Lawyers are very expensive if you have to deal with legalities with ex-wives trying to come for you. You're going to need that money, girl. You're going to need that Orange is the New Black money, girl. You need to save that money. You can't be going out here buying boats, girl. You need some good people around you, girl. You need some Jesus, maybe. Maybe a lot of Jesus. And better help, I think, is beyond you. I think you need some real good therapist, a good therapy. It will help tremendously, girl. Save that money, girl. Don't be buying boats for men that you look at buttholes with. Okay.
So I had to pull over because I'm just like, I don't want to like cause crashes because I'm just so rooted right now. So the man that I've been messing with is a married man, and every night, well, for about 3 nights in a row, or even maybe there's a night in between, I was licking his butthole. Yep. Because he liked it. And I didn't mind doing it. Does that bother? Is that weird? Yeah. And that is what demons do. So
Okay, okay, doesn't have to be. I don't know where that come from. Whoa, okay. I don't know about the whole demons thing. Uh, no, I have no problem with licking buttholes. I'm a gay man, so you know, I just don't go on social media talking about it. That's the thing. Okay, okay, we're doing this.
we drove all the way down to Newport Beach today so I could buy him a boat.
I think everyone's initial reactions include drugs or possibly mental break, because when I see her speaking into the camera and talking this nonsense, it seems like she's under the influence or she's just so mentally broken over this situation. She literally details this story, which is TMI, talking about pulling cash out to put a down payment on this boat for this married man. Taryn goes on to share that she can't stand the man's wife because she allegedly called the actress a lunatic instead of calling them both out for their alleged affair.
It's very lunatic behavior, Taryn. I was almost call her Tana Mojo. Well, that's the nicest thing she could have said. Taryn, a lunatic. You go off because she called you a lunatic. That is lunatic behavior. That's the nicest thing she could come up with. She could have said a lot more. I could have come up. I have at least 5 examples. But I'm not going to say it because of YouTube. But I have 5 good examples what she could have said to you. That's way worse than that.
Karen claims that this man's wife said to get out of her life or she'll get a restraining order against her. And it all just seems really messy and just like way too personal, kind of like a high school fight over the internet.
Yeah.
I was so in love, so I thought so I could buy this gentleman a boat. And I brought cash to put a down payment down. Like, I really loved him.
No, girl.
I was like,
no, girl. There's plenty of men out there who are not married, girl. Y'all take a look at this car that she's gonna be sleeping in it soon, because if she keeps on throwing away money like that, she'll be sleeping in this car in the next few months. You need some people to get you out of a bad situation, girl. You need some help, girl. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. You can't be just, oh my God.
like, yes, like, wow. The same thing, like, we're kinky, blah, blah, blah. And his wife, because he's married, and I feel so bad because I can't stand her. I can't stand his wife. Because she wasn't even like, wait, what? You've been messing with my man? She said, you lunatic, you get out of my life or I'll get an RO on you. No, I'll put your ass in jail. Anyway, so I've been licking your man's butthole for weeks on end because he likes it a lot, and I do it to him, and he comes to me, and it happens.
Oh my God. Is it Xanax? Is it barbiturates? It's not meth. I've seen people on meth. They wouldn't be able to. They'll be talking a mile a minute. They'll be so fidgety. No, this is, I think, more of a mental breakdown. I don't think she's mentally, you know. sound to begin with. She's an actress, for God's sake. Actors in general are not that really mentally sound, let's be honest. Girl.
Clearly, this situation is very complicated and got very personal and super messy. And Taryn is experiencing some poor judgment by bringing it onto the internet because really it doesn't look good for her or anyone involved.
No,
I'm just single, very single, and he came to me. So you don't accuse me of being a lunatic, but I'll tell you one thing, lady. You want to put me in jail? I'll put you in jail so fast.
For what?
Your head will be spinning. Don't you ever threaten me. And I will show you how I do. Don't you ever threaten me. When your husband came to me to get his hole licked.
If you look into her eyes, you can see that she's just not fully aware. And it makes me question, where's her family? Where's her management? I mean, she's been in the industry for a long time. She should have some advocates out here. In a second video, Taryn claimed that the married boyfriend that she's licking was finger banging her during the drive down to Newport, California. She said, "I'm not scared of you. You should be scared of me." And I think everyone's pretty scared right now.
I brought your husband to Newport Beach. We drove all the way together. We had so much fun. He has his hand on my leg the whole time, finger banging me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie anymore about it. You know, I had no underoos on, and every time licking his fingers, and you're
girl.
Buy him a boat. To buy him a boat. And all day we went on a boat. The boat that he wants. And I was going to buy it for him. And then he messed up real bad today. And you're coming after me. Nah, it ain't going to happen, lady.
It's really scary to see her posting this on social media. Wow.
Oh, okay. No, first of all, okay. So, and he messed up. Okay. So, yeah, save your money. Don't. Where's this man at? I want to see what I'm curious what this man looks like. I'm sure he looks like a 2, but still, I think of Alfred Hitchcock, of the man who she's talking to. For some reason, I think of like someone that looks like Alfred Hitchcock. Definitely not like a Brad Pitt. That's definitely not. But let's keep going.
While she's operating a vehicle. And it makes me question whether she has anyone there who is checking her and making sure that she is okay. Because usually when people turn to social media like this, it's because they don't really have anyone else in their life to talk to. Maybe she's ashamed of whatever she's been using or whatever she's mentally going through, but the fans are noticing it, so it's gaining a lot of attention. People commented, "How sad. She was talented and funny. A total 2000s icon." Another person commented, "Say no to drugs." And then another comment, "Sad. And the fact that she drove after this, scary." One person wrote, "Yeah, she's not sober and obviously having some issues with mental health. So sad to see these childhood actors waste their talent. Heal your trauma and live in love and light. I hope she gets the help she needs."
Yes,
and
amen.
It is really off-putting to see that she is driving this car while making these videos. One person wrote, "Behind the wheel, clearly on something. That's more disturbing than this video." Another person writes, "Jesus, get help." This person shared, "She's driving and that high. No regard that she put people's lives or her own at great risk. I wish I knew where she was because she needs to be off the streets." So this was a scary incident and it caught a lot of attention. But there have been other moments as well, like Taryn recently accusing Donald Trump's former lawyer of harming her, R-wording her, but didn't specify which one of his lawyers. She said, "This guy tried to R-word me the night before my arraignment. Trump's lawyer. How do you not know if the jokes are on you? You think I'm so stupid." And even though she's calling everyone else stupid, the world's looking at her and asking her about this married man that she bought a boat for. And Taryn actually put out an apology for revealing her affair with this married man, saying that she was deeply hurt. She wrote this long post explaining that she was
God.
really hurt and there was a lot of guilt, and she just wanted to post this out there because she was raging. But it seems like a little bit more of a sober Taryn appeared for this post because she really does seem regretful. She was quoted saying, "I know what I did was wrong, but the heart makes you do crazy things sometimes. I am sorry for exposing my situation. I am not sorry for how I love."
So I'm sure you'll notice that I erased a lot of my Instagrams and a lot of that, like, sort of like, I guess, acting out or whatever you guys thought it was. Fair enough, because that's not me. It's not me. It's not me at all. It's not who I am. It's not my soul. It's not my core. Last night, because I always,
This, you could tell in her eyes she's lucid. You could tell in her eyes she's lucid. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I study the Bible, and I know that might not be a very comfortable subject for everybody, but for me, it's
No,
my
girl.
life. It's why I quit the business. It's all that's left in my eyes for me, my path, my journey. It's not to be judged. It's mine.
While it does seem like she's a little bit more aware in that post, I think this like Bible talk and this like justification that she's now reading the Bible and now she's like better is just another kind of manic tendency. Like these people are like just switching to the complete opposite, and now she's claiming that, what the Christianity is influencing her and that she's okay, which is far from the truth because she's still acting out on social media, especially when it comes to defending Danny Masterson, who was accused of harming multiple women. We've talked about this before on my channel, and for whatever reason, Taryn felt like she wanted to defend him. Reports claim that there's a lot going on with Taryn Manning's social media. For instance, in an Instagram story, it appeared that she expressed support for the Proud Boys, who she says are not racist and are only protecting patriots. That's the level of bonkers we're dealing with here. Now, Taryn is defending her friend, Danny Masterson, and even Danny Masterson would probably say, please don't. She goes on to claim that, Danny's going to prison for 30 years and he made a mistake, but everyone just keeps on going and crucifying him. He's already suffering. So kind of like acknowledging like what he did, the crimes, calling them mistakes, and saying that he shouldn't have any consequences.
It's like one of those things where it's like, since I've already been like humiliated and you humiliated somebody that I actually really loved and cared for. And the fact that people want to just tear us all down, like even like with my friend Danny going to prison for 30 years. Yeah, he made a mistake, but everyone just keep going, just keep crucifying him as if he's not already suffering. He gets it. He got it. Leave him alone. Leave me alone. Leave people alone. Who are you? Who are you? What did you do today to change the world, huh?
Girl, you guys are just actors. You ain't changing nobody's world. Calm down. Sit. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. That motherfucker. He deserves it. He needs to be buried under the prison, honestly. He's a piece of trash, that Danny. I never really watched the 70s show. I seen like little bits and pieces if it was on TV, and I just didn't really pay too much mind. I thought it was a cute concept and a cute show. But I don't like that punk guy. What's his name? I can't stand him. He was what's his name? He married Demi Moore, and now he's married to Homegirl. The two actors that I did like from the 70s show was who ended up on The Orange Is the New Black, Laura Papon. I think that's Papon, whatever her name is. She's a beautiful, stunning girl. And then, of course, the other one, who's Meg from South Park, from Family Guy. I swear to God, that stupid Tech Fortress. Girl, pick your battles.
Clearly, there's a lack of judgment here. And she goes on to talk a little bit about her time on the show Orange is the New Black. And she claims that the people who worked on that show were actually towards her. She claims in one scene that she was R-worded on the show, and that was difficult for her to comprehend and to deal with. She said that this was difficult for her to deal with because there's going to be press about her character going through this, and that's what she made a post about.
And just to double down on my video, I want to address something. So on Orange is the New Black, which most people know me for, thinking that that's my only project. So it was written that I was and that I was on the show. You remember? Do you know that no one ever told me that when I had to hit the press, the amount of the wall I'd be up against people. So what was it like to be on the show? The most divisive, pervasive topic on the planet, and I had to stand up and be the spokesperson for that's offensive to me. Nobody ever told me what I would be up against. So don't come at me that I'm the problem. I'm sitting here having compassion for someone that's going to jail for the rest of their life, and you're still not satisfied because you're haters and you're demons.
It's really interesting to see her post about Danny Masterson and then talk about her time on this show, because she claims that Danny made a mistake when he R-worded multiple women, but the real abusers here are the writers who subjected an actress to a pretend R-word on a television show. So it's interesting that the real life people who are really committing these crimes aren't problematic. They're getting a bunch of hate. Yet the people who wrote this show and something that she essentially agreed to, they're the real problem. Which I don't want to undermine what she could have gone through in that scene. I can't imagine. But Danny Masterson is a real life R-worder, so he should be held accountable. So Taryn is getting all of this bad attention, and then she's spotted in person. And when she was walking around Palm Springs with her dogs, she was just wearing underwear. I don't know if those are really, really short shorts or they are underwear, but she's wearing these red boots, a jacket, and then these little tiny underwears, and she doesn't look well. And of course, the paparazzi are on the hunt for Taryn after these chaotic videos and these statements in support of Danny.
I was just having a bad day, and also I have a lisp. I'm 80% deaf, and so I've actually come a really long way with my speech impediment. So for everybody that thinks I'm on drugs or drunk, no, I just actually, when I get relaxed or when I'm not on the silver screen, I can tend to fall back into my tendencies, which is a little bit of a lisp. But at this point, everyone's humiliated me so bad that I'm all the way in for everything that I've always stood for, that I was hiding secretly, that there's no human on this planet that doesn't deserve to have the best life and to be happy and free, because you are made in the image of the good Lord, made perfectly just the way you are.
To me, there's someone who is asking for help on social media.
Yeah.
Clearly, she doesn't have a direction. She doesn't feel accepted by anyone. And it seems like she's constantly on the defense. But she's also making it worse for herself. I mean, I think getting political online is just it depends on what you stand for. I mean, you should post about what you stand for, but she knew that she was going to upset people when she started advocating for Trump. It's weird because she's trying to talk about her own situation, but then also making it political, writing, "If I told you the number of agents and managers who love him, you would barf. I love you, Donnie, in all your mistakes and the tool you are, my hero. The most unracist human on this planet. The lies they speak about you hurt." In my opinion, she needs to focus on her own hurt and not focus on people like Donald Trump or Danny Masterson. But clearly she's trying to deflect or find some peace in her own situation.
Okay, so I probably would recommend that Taryn stick with acting and maybe not writing or posting on Instagram, but I digress. Obviously, Taryn has come out as a Trump supporter and is anticipating a rocky road with her career in Hollywood, and she's probably not wrong. Hollywood is an amazing place to be if you worship superficial diversity, like the color of your skin, but if you actually have an appreciation for intellectual diversity, you have no place in Hollywood.
You guys know I welcome diversity, but I also don't think that Taryn is one I would classify as intellectual at this moment. There are people who are concerned about her mental health because she's getting controversial, she's getting political, and it's solidifying that she clearly is on edge and she doesn't know what's best for her because she's doing everything in her power to make her more divisive and to push her away from a more stable mindset by taking on these other societal problems and making posts about them. And maybe she likes this attention because it's been a while since Orange is the New Black.
When I was 8 years old, I was jumped by 10 black girls. 10 of them. They beat the living daylights out of me. My wrist broken, blah, blah, blah. I was jumped into a gang. And I found out, my brother confessed to me not that long ago that he watched the whole time. And he hugged me and cried. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, you watched that happen? He goes, but dude, I gotta tell you, dude, you held your own for as long as you could. You had, imagine, like I felt like, I mean, I didn't know what was happening. But then they overtook me because that's the submission that needs to happen.
So now a lot of people on social media are wondering what they should do. You guys may remember that Cara Delevingne had a moment where she had a breakdown at an airport and she ended up going to a facility for a couple months and then she came out all right. So do people want to see Taryn go through that? This person wrote on Twitter, someone needs to check on Taryn Manning, posting videos to her IG talking about private stuff and also not making sense. You can tell that she's not mentally well. Another person agrees, someone needs to check in on Taryn Manning. She's in really rough shape and definitely having major psychological issues. Another person writes, Taryn Manning has absolutely lost it. Her latest Instagram post is insane. I hope she gets help. To be honest, it's been pretty difficult to track her social media posts because she's been posting and then deleting, and then there are articles, so she's responding. So there's a lot of activity on her page.
Hey Taryn, do you have a support system?
What did you say? Do I have a support system?
Yeah.
I got so many friends that I can't keep track. I just like solitude. I meditate and I am not scared to be alone because I'm all about the living word. Find Jesus before it's too late.
Who is this person she's talking to? Who is this person she's talking to? Apparently, she's not helping her as far as any kind of support. I don't know about these friends, girl. These friends are the wrong kind of friends. The wrong kind of friends.
It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And I'm not perfect. Living in a new world.
At this point in the video, I think we can all agree that she is struggling and it seems like she's on some substances. And I don't like to just push that onto people and say, oh, they're a drug addict. But she has talked about her struggle to stay sober in this article back in 2017. Unfortunately, her father had taken his own life, and this pushed her into a deep depression, which led her to coping with drugs. She claims that her father actually struggled with substances as well, and she woke up one day and realized that her father had taken his own life.
Oh,
and that
God, that's
was
horrible.
like a nail in the coffin for her to essentially stay sober. But as you guys know, sobriety and addiction, it's a struggle forever, and you can go through
Amen
dark
to that.
times. She was never straight up about her choice of drugs, but a lot of people think that she could be using like benzos, like a Xanax, and maybe alcohol.
That's why
I don't really like this speculation, but seeing how she, behaves in the videos, it does remind me of like when I've seen clips of people using that. I mean, even like Tana Mojo, she's talked about her issues with Xanax, and it kind of like gives me like Tana energy. Obviously not like current Tana, but back when she was like on something. But anyways, we are sending good vibes to Taryn Manning. I hope that she gets better and maybe realigns with what she really believes in, because now it just seems like she's saying anything to get people riled up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.
All right, let's talk about it. Wow. I kind of think it would. I hate to speculate too, but as far as my personal experience and people I've been around who abuse, one in particular I dated, and that was tough. That was tough to see because they were prescribed Xanax. They had a lot of anxiety, but instead of taking the normal dosage that's supposed to be prescribed, let's just say 1 milligram. I don't think it was a half a milligram. I think it was just 1 milligram that they prescribed. He would take 3 to 4 milligrams. So one night, 7 milligrams at one time. Got so out of their mind, so out of his mind, It was crazy. It was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. The next day, he couldn't remember anything. How could you? When you're that high off of that stuff, I have no idea. I did Xanax a few times. I was not really. I'm already a chill person. I just didn't. It makes you black out. I don't remember going to bed a few of those nights. And I was like, I don't like this stuff. My advice was unfortunately opiates. Painkillers gave me energy. I was a server on my feet doing double shifts, and I don't have a great back, so I would take like morphine, oxycodone, and I would just crush it up and snort it and go back to work and just keep on serving. So I could just make it through a double shift. And it was horrible. I would never get that 10 years of my life back again. And I did. It was horrible. I'll never get that back. But you live and learn. And hopefully she finds some help. Bless her heart, because that's horrible. Who's this person asking about support? Who is this? Who is this rando talking? Do you have support? Apparently it's not the one who's asking the question, because she ain't shit. And what do you guys think about this? It's a sad state of affairs. It is a sad state of affairs. I feel bad for the girl. Girl, you need some better choices. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. All right. Let me know in the comments. And y'all take care of yourself. And love, peace, and grace. Bye.